Madam has finally entered the sisters group chat. Andi is coming apart at the seams, and Karen has written the letters and ready to confront both Zach and Aaron. What's good, y'all? Sugar Sis Erica Vane coming to you right here on Erica Vane TV with another Sisters video. And in this video, we are breaking down episode number 5 from season 5. It's all about who you know. And I'm going to go ahead and apologize in advance, y'all. I'm filming this at 2:30 in the morning, and I have a AM flight, and I'm very tired. But I wanted to get this done because I'm going to be flying all day, and I wanted to make sure that y'all had my thoughts so that you can post in the comment section and DM me and keep the conversation going. So once I land in Baltimore, I can catch up with y'all and then jump right back into it and give y'all more content on Friday. So I'm sorry if I sound a little low energy because I'm very tired. And not for nothing, the episode was given filler episode. It wasn't really that exciting. They spent way too much time on Hayden, way too much time with Gary, way too much time on Robin, who has now decided that he don't like Andi no more. And yeah, I'm more excited about the preview and I can't wait to do that video. But let's talk about this episode. So as I mentioned, we spent a lot of time in Andi's office. At the top of the episode, we see Andi looking over to see Gary meet with Robin, and basically Hayden set this up where he has a client that's interested in getting involved with hedge funds, which the client was actually brought to Gary, but somehow Hayden, and I think Tyler Perry needs to really clean this up logistically, because while they was explaining it, it really didn't make no sense, but I got the gist of what they were trying to say. So basically, Gary wants to take over the law firm, and they're going to try to do it by bringing in a client that wants to invest their money elsewhere. And y'all know that Gary is a hedge fund manager, right? So the way that Hayden positioned it is that he knows somebody who actually handles hedge funds, which is how he was able to bring in Gary, and then they could all meet with Robin, who is the boss of the law firm. Now, there's a couple of things that get said throughout this episode that gives you a little key into their plan, aside from them trying to lay out their whole little diabolical plan outside of the damn elevator. Like, y'all the worst villains in the world, but okay. One thing that they know is that Robin is over leveraged, and what that means is that his debt to income ratio is higher than desirable, basically, and that he has a bunch of different investments, a bunch of different opportunities, but he might not be generating as much cash or profit as he would like to or need to right now. So basically what it seems like is that Gary and Hayden are going to use this mutual client that they have to assume, or to get them interested in, or not even get them interested in, because actually as a hedge fund manager, you actually manage where the money gets invested. So basically a bunch of people or one person wants to invest money, whether that's in real estate or tech companies or whatever, and they create a hedge fund, and that hedge fund becomes an investment portfolio, and your hedge fund manager is the person who routes that money to get you a bigger return on investment. So they don't even actually have to get the client to buy into the idea of buying this law firm. All Gary got to do is make the numbers make sense and recommend that, and then that's where he'll put the money into, which means he won't actually own the law firm, but he will be the person controlling the funds of the person who actually owns the law firm, which will put them all in a tricky situation. And what I'm like intrigued with, but also kind of annoyed with, is like, why can't you just leave Andi the hell alone? In this episode, he back on his soapbox about they love each other and they're gonna be together. He reiterates to Hayden that he wants to be with her after revealing to Hayden that they slept together the night before. He also comes to Robin as a man and like, I need you to respect boundaries, sir. He don't have to respect your boundaries because you are nothing to him. Like, boundaries are cool for you to establish, but nobody has to like accept them. The people who you love should accept them. The people who you care about should accept them. The people who actually care about what you think, feel, and do should accept them. But a stranger on the street, which is basically what Robin is, and or your competition, don't gotta respect but it's all good because Hayden already threw salt in her game anyway by tipping Robin off to the whole Paris debacle, and now Robin is all in his damn feelings. Like, the episode, it was just all over the place. And what I will say is that I'm intrigued about in reference to the Gary thing is like, this is a new thing for his storyline, so that it's actually giving him something to do that's tied to his job, which is interesting. But I also just want him to leave Andi the hell alone. If you want to be with her and you want to be a stand-up guy, you want to show her that you can be in a healthy relationship, then be a healthy nigga. Like, be a healthy Negro, and that's it. Stop trying to do all this extra stuff, trying to push Robin out, trying to take the law firm back from him. Like, or take the law firm from him. For what? Y'all got way too much time on your hands. Hayden, Fatima don't want your ass. So it don't matter what you do to Zach. She is still not going to want to give you any of that ass. The fact that he actually admitted to Gary that the whole thing about him coming for Zach is because have you seen Fatima with all that ass? And he got to get Zach out the way because even though she play like she don't like him, she really do like him and he want her. Heterosexual man, are y'all okay? Because this is giving unhinged. This is giving ridiculous. This is giving psychotic, sir. This makes absolutely no sense. The fact that you feel so entitled to this woman who is completely not interested in you, so much so that you are deeply motivated to literally blow up her life and her romantic interest of the time, who she's madly in love with, head over heels in love with, all off the strength of you actually like her, and you know that she don't actually like your ass, but you feel entitled to her. Sir, you are not okay. You need to get a therapist, a glass of wine, and I don't damn know. There are sex workers, Hayden. Like, there are people who get paid to satisfy you in the ways that you can't seem to conjure up organically. I get it. You cannot get a woman to actually be interested in you and want to put parts of you into her. But you can pay somebody to do that. And you seemingly have some money. So, like, go ahead and fix your issues outside of Fatima, sir. Go and get your whatever off that you got to get off and leave her the hell alone. Because this is annoying. I literally was watching. I was like, Tyler Perry, is this all that Hayden needs and wants out of life? Like, he don't want nothing else but Fatima's ass? It's not enough. It's not enough for me to pay attention, to care. It was just way too much screen time on Hayden and Gary. Gary, not in the same boat as Hayden because Andi is actually still throwing that ass at him. But she shouldn't be. And he also need to leave her ass the hell alone. Like, the fact that they are even friends. I thought it was interesting, though, how Gary was like, I'm not going to help you take down that brother, and talking about Zach. Because it's like, oh, you seemingly was all for it before. And now all of a sudden you ain't trying to help him take down his brother. What is that about? You know, Zach will beat both of y'all's asses? I'm just curious. It wasn't actually clear in the episode, but I guess we're going to figure out later on. I hope that Tyler Perry ain't prepping us for Gary and Zach to actually become friends at some point, because I hate that for them. I hate that for Zach. Honestly. All of the stuff that I actually cared about, we got little bits of. Karen actually finished the letters in this episode, and she comes out, and the first person to arrive at the house is Aaron. Of course, he's early and he's nervous, but he's excited and he wants to check on her. Aaron just loves her so much, and I really do love this for her, and I pray that she can just get to a place where she can allow herself to be loved in this way, and she can release past love and not hold on to what she thought was supposed to be or what she hoped was going to be, but really able to enjoy and relish in what is, because Karen really does still have a good life. It might be a little messy right now in reference to not knowing who the baby daddy is, but for the most part, she has a really good life and she is loved deeply. So I cannot wait for her to get these letters off, to have this conversation so that she can start to realize this for herself. We don't really get the conversation we kind of cut out once Zach arrives. I didn't necessarily like Zach playing all tough guy, but you know, Miss Lisa broke him down like, you're not gonna hug me? And he's like, I thought you was mad. And she's like, why in the hell would I not be? Why would I be mad at you? Which I thought was really cool, and it spoke to what their relationship was. And you start to get the semblance of like what it was when we first saw them interact in like seasons 1 or 2. I love that. I think that this idea was super, super brilliant, Mama Lisa, and I cannot wait for the conversation next week. Again, I am doing a preview video, which is breaking down the teaser for next week, where we did get to see a couple of preview clips shot, and it gets a little dramatic. It gets a little emotional. What else happened in this episode? Madam enters the chat. Fatima, after consoling Andi, who is distraught after Robin completely disrespects her and basically treats her like he don't know her ass and that she dirty, and Robin, what are you doing? Like, I ain't even gonna hold you, y'all. I was here for the energy that he was kicking, but I wasn't here for him taking it to like just the depths of hell in reference to the disrespect. But I was here for the tough guy energy. I was here for like, I gotta get work done. I was here for the like, I'm not playing no games. And I was kind of hoping that he was gonna give her that energy just because Gary coming to him like a man was annoying and too much, and she needed to get his ass in check. But I was really not expecting for him to go as hard as he did with her, and then to bring up Paris. I was like, oh wow, so you one of those. Now I don't know if I like Robin. And Andi shouldn't be dibbling dabbling with raggedy ass Gary anyway. I mean, Paris, I think that I wish we would have got to see more of that, which I guess we're going to because he's coming back next week. But I don't know. I don't know if I like Robin anymore. And I did used to like him, but it was just giving clown energy for me, the way that he was ODing with Andi in reference to, do you got any sexually transmitted disease? I thought that you would have a certain echelon of caliber of men. And maybe it's just because he's harping on Paris. Because if he would have said that and then harped on Gary, I'd have been like, damn right, girl, you should be ashamed of yourself, because Gary is the bottom of the bottom pits of hell. But him bringing up Paris is like, sorry, just because he was a janitor, you don't know if he's a really great person or not. Like, don't do that. Don't be an elitist. You coming back looking all good and whatnot, Robin, but your mind is trash. Get it together. Oh, back to Madam. So by the end of the episode, Andi gets to meet Madam because Fatima's like, she's gonna be able to help because Andi is spiraling. Robin won't help. She ain't getting no answers on her own. She don't like feeling like discarded trash, and he just looks so disgusted at her. I mean, Andi had a nice little interesting episode, even though to me the episode as a whole wasn't that interesting. I really enjoyed KJ's performance while talking to Fatima in her office, because those tears, child, and the just hurt and like really relishing the fact that this man who you giving your body to, you had a threesome with, that you was really down for, and you like wanted to see where it went further, now all of a sudden looks at you like you got some type of ridiculous disease that he cannot be bothered with and don't even want to be nowhere near. It's like, bruh, that hurts, and I could tell. KJ, you did your thing in that. And I think that's it. If I missed something, let me know, y'all, because remember, it's 2:51 in the morning and I'm recording this because I love y'all and I want to get this content out. But if I forgot something, drop it in the comment section down below. It's your good sis you love to talk TV with. Let me know your thoughts, theories, and predictions for next week's episode, as well as feelings on tonight's episode. And I will be checking the comments and replying to y'all. See you in the next one.